Good afternoon, teacher, and hello, classmates. It's a pleasure to have you with us in presentation today. My name is Papavi Maniin from Group 6 and web rigid number 50. I'd like to introduce my companion. First, Vanvisa Yimnamai, web rigid number 1. Second, Pontip Kanjan, web rigid number 37. Third, Slavut Jalernslung, web rigid number 45. Fourth, Vishuddha Shukin, web rigid number 51. Finally, Taksapon Khajonpet, web rigid number 52. Today, our group is going to talk about Love and Mercy 2015 by Ann Wilson biopic. We are going to divide our presentation into 6 parts. First, I will talk about the Love and Mercy official trailer, the story and main character. Second, Pontip will talk about the main character trait and summary of the main character story. Third, Vishuddha will talk about the theme song of the movie, Love and Mercy. Next, Taksapon will talk about the single brief background and the first song, Surfer Girl. Then, Vanvisa will talk about the award song, Surfing USA. Finally, Slavut will talk about the last song, One Kind of Love. So let's get started with the Love Mercy official trailer. Let's see the trailer.
Excuse me. Can I help you today?
I'd like to buy a car.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eugene Landy. Do you know who this man is? Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round.
We've all grew up in California. The brothers here, Dennis, Brian, and Carl.
So I listened to those harmonies. I would teach them to my brothers, and we'd all sing. Listen to me, I'm going on and on. What about you, Melinda? Why don't you have a boyfriend?
He broke my heart.
You shouldn't have done that.
You hear the new Beatles? We can't let them get ahead of us. Got all kinds of new ideas, new sounds, new instruments. You think we could get a horse in here?
I'm picking up good vibrations.
We've played with everyone. Sinatra, Elvis, but you, you've blown our minds.
If you want to continue to see him, you should know Brian is a very, very sick man.
I hear voices. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to scare you away.
The talking in your head, that's part of the song?
Jesus Christ! Part of the music. You are not hungry. You think you're hungry.
Stop!
Brian, time for your pills. Come on.
I need you to report to me your thoughts, your feelings. His thoughts, his feelings. I'm giving you unprecedented access.
He's my legal guardian. He's protecting me.
No, he's over-medicating you.
Can you swim?
Brian will not be able to see you anymore.
You can't do that, Gene.
Yes, I can.
I have to say to myself 5 times a day, I love you.
Does it work?
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I had somebody else to say it to.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
I do not want to be one more person who wants something from you. So I'm gonna walk away.
Why can't I be with her, Gene?
For the same reason, man, that you cannot be with anybody.
God only knows what I'd be without.
I'm gonna beat this, and I'm gonna beat you!
You need to get back to your life. You and me, we're gonna walk out of here right now, and everything will change.
God only knows what I'd be without.
After we see the trailer, I will talk about the story and main character. The film cut back and forth for the past to the future, in which Brian Wilson, John Cusack, meet an attractive Cadillac salesperson, Melinda Elizabeth Banks. But their relationship made with serious problem as it gets more serious, due to the controlling manner of Brian's caretaker manager, physiologist, Dr. Gene Landy Paul Giamatti. It becomes clear to Melinda that Landy is over-medicating Brian while emotionally abusing him. Brian is clearly afraid of Landy, so she decides to figure out a way to get Brian free of this manipulation and exploitation doctor, so he can finally get the medical help he needs.
Hello, my name is Thorntip Ganjan. I move on to the main character trained by Brian Wilson. He is funny, determined, shy, in love, serious, love his job and well organized, but he is meek and selfish. Melinda leads better. She is pretty, current, shy, in love, dedicated, encouraging and nice. Next summary of the main character story. One character Brian diagnosed and with proper medication and therapy Brian condition improved significantly. Brian and Melinda were married and lived in Los Angeles with their 5 children. In 2004, Brian finished with Mother Price Smile. The album was greeted with critical and popular acclaim and garnered Brian 2 Grammy Awards. Pet Sounds is now ranked as one of the greatest albums ever made, and Brian Wilson is universally recognized as a true genius in the history of the popular music.
Hello, my name is Vishuda Shuklin. I'll move on to the theme song of the movie, Love and Mercy. Let's see the original theme song video clip from the movie.
Look at this. That's absolutely beautiful.
Thanks.
What is it?
Oh, that's just something that I came up when I saw you.
What are you gonna do with it?
Nothing. It's gone. That was just for you.
That's so incredible. Oh my god, that just like came out of you. Is that how it works? It just...
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes your inner voice wants to express itself, and every once in a while, every blue moon, your soul comes out to play, you know?
Wow.
Can't be rushed. It's like a kid, it's just nature. But, yeah.
We have finished watching the video where the song is the theme song of the movie. Because they love caring, tell the story of the love story between Brian and Melinda. In the film, Brian told Melinda that the song was invented when he first met Melinda. That made Melinda extremely proud and delighted. Music genre is progressive pop. Next, I will sing the chorus part. Love and mercy, that's what you need tonight. So, love and mercy to you and your friend tonight.
Love and mercy, that's what you need tonight. So love and mercy to you and your friends tonight.
I was sitting in a comedy movie with my eyes on my chin. Thank you. On the violin years that are gone seem like we never win. Love and mercy, that's what you need tonight. So love and mercy to you and your friends tonight. I was sitting in my room and the news came on TV. A lot of people they hurt and it scares me. Love and mercy, that's what you need tonight. So love and mercy to you and your friends tonight.
What message that the song convey, love and mercy, is probably the most spiritual song he has ever written. This song was inspired by his girlfriend, Linda Lebeter. The singer said that he wanted people to be covered with love because they know plenty of somebody. Waking up in the morning with any love is go away. Like a bad dream, it disappears. Mercy would be a deeper word than love. I would think love in a gentle thing and mercy would be more desperate, ultimately, more desperately needed thing in life. Song element, verse, chorus, word, chorus, beat, chorus, author. Song structure, verse, chorus structure. That's the thing that mentioned in this song. Location, his room, a blah, world, time, tonight. Weather condition, no. Mood or atmosphere, sky, hunting, loneliness, not fair, love, and mercy. Similarly, violent, and part the toxic mix of void in his hand, the brutality of his father and dogs.
Hello, my name is Taksapon Kajonpet. I move on to the single Beef Background. Brian Dorcas Wilson was born June 20, 1942 at Centinela Hospital in Inglewood, California. He is an American musician, singer, songwriter, and record producer who co-founded the Beach Boys. Now he is alive. His first song is Surfer Girl. The worst song is Surfing USA. And the latest song is One Kind of Love. Next, I will talk about the first song, Surfer Girl. Music genre is surf rock and doo-wop. I will sing the chorus part. Please listen. Do you love me? Do you surfer girl, my little surfer girl?
Do you love me? Do you surfer girl? Surfer girl, surfer girl.
Singer message. The singer said that the lyrics were inspired by Judy Boreas, Wilson's first serious girlfriend, because he is missing her.
Hello, my name is Vanvisa Yiramai. I will move on to the award song Surfing USA. Music genre are vocal, surf, rock, and roll. I will sing the chorus part. Handkerchief and Salamis, Basic Paris as this. Sad and the first sunsets, return to beach LA. Aurora, and Waimea Bay.
Pacific Palisades, outside, San Onofre inside, Redondo Beach and
Singer's message. The singer says, my girlfriend, brother Jimmy, was a surfer. He knew all the surfing sport. I start humming the melody to Sweet Return 16, and I got fascinated with the phrase of doing it. And I thought to myself, God, what about trying to put lyric to Sweet Return 16 melody? The concept was about they are doing this in this city and they are doing that in that city. So I said to Jimmy, hey Jimmy, I want to do a song mentioning all the surf sport. So he gave me a read.
Hello, my name is Lau Charan Salong. I move on the last song, One Kind of Love. Music genre is face rock. Do what I will sing the chorus part. That probably one kind of love, the kind that I've been dreaming of. Do you know it's unconditional? And what you hold love in your hand, only them you understand. Is it everything you've been watching for?
There's only one kind of love, the kind that I've been dreaming of. Don't you know it's unconditional? And when you hold love in your hand, only then you understand. It's everything that you've been wishing for.
Single message. The single said that this song was inspired by his wife, Melinda Ledbetter. He said, and what you hold love in your hand every day, you are inspired, and is it everything that you've been watching for?
That brings the presentation to the end. Thank you for your attention. Now, if anyone has any questions, I will be delighted to answer them. If no question, thank you very much and goodbye. Bye.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Please give me a thumb like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again. See you next time. Goodbye.